Hey guys, I just thought I'd post a series of videos for all you acoustic guitarists, basically talking about some different chord positions. And what I mean by that is whenever we're in a key, there's actually 7 chords that we're dealing with, and it's great to just have a position, an easy way to find all of those 7 chords without having to move all over, without having to change the sound by going from open chords to bar chords. And it's just a really great way. And I've just been stewing on this idea that as we actually get to know our instruments more, the assumption is that we play a lot more and a lot more complicated. But I'm starting to think actually the opposite is true. That when we just know more options, we know the best ones. So we choose those, and in that way it simplifies it. So today I've just got this D position. We can obviously use a capo to change it to any key, so it's D shapes really, but it can be used for any key. And I'm digging this one. It's kind of newer to me and I'm starting to use it a little more. And the reason I'm liking it is because you can actually get through most of the functions without really having to change many fingers at all. So that's kind of 7 different things that I just ran through, mainly just focusing on using this guy to hover around and the pinky occasionally. So here they are. Basically it's chord 1, which resembles like a D, but I kind of like it open like this. It's a nice open sound. Chord 2, which is E minor, you can kind of do this sort of thing and do a quasi E minor, but it might be better to just go there and do an E minor for that one and move your fingers. But as soon as we get to like a 1/3 chord, which is very common as well, we can pop these 2 fingers back in their home. And it's just this middle finger going on fret 2 to get that sound. So 1/3, just one change. And then we go to 4 and it's the same. That guy just goes to the 3rd fret, and now we've got chord 4, which is a G. And it's a really open sounding G. We've got the E there, we've got an A. It's quite colourful. But since it's in the key, it sounds really natural. And then if we move over, we've got our chord 5, which is this A here. And even though this note technically isn't normally an A chord, I kind of like it there. It's like an A sus, and it kind of just keeps the sound moving through open. And you could swap those over if you like. But doing it this way around means that finger's easily changing to those chords. And then the next easy step to chord 6, our B minor, all we're going to do is put that on there, that middle finger on fret 2 and string 5. And then to go to like a 5/7 chord, or a 5/1 or whatever you want to call it, basically I just put that pinky there in the 4th fret, and that gives me that sound. Now it's just important that when you kind of put these ones on, that we're actually muting this next string, so that's not really ringing out as well. Those are 7 functions. Now we can actually do a proper chord 3, which is a full minor, and I'm kind of thinking that this is a nice way to do it, pulling that finger back, barring all across that 2nd fret like that on the strings 2, 3 and 4, and just putting that middle finger down there like that, and that gives us a minor 7 chord, an F sharp minor 7 in this case. Back to chord 4. To be again just 1/3, just moving that middle finger back. Now we could swap those around, that's a really common shape, or we could use our thumb to get that. Those are all options, but I'm just starting to really dig that approach of just choosing one that means there's the least amount of movement and going for that. So now once we know these functions, it's going to be so easy to just play so many songs and think of them more as functions. So, sorry. Let's say, how great is our God? I just know that that's 1, 6, 4, 5, and so easily I can go, how great is our God, sing with me, how great, sing with me, how great is our God. All moving one finger. Pretty cool. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. You will be praised, you will be praised. With angels and saints we sing, worthy are you, Lord. I'm getting through a lot with just one finger doing all the work. Pretty amazing, right? So that's the D shapes, and let's say I wanted to just change to the key of G or something. Hopefully that made sense. I know I'm going to be using it a lot. It's going to be so helpful to just play all those functions so easily. More to come in G shapes, E shapes, B shapes and C shapes, and whatever else might come up. Bless you guys.